Hi, this is the Happy Warrior, Roxanne. I'm here with Iron Will Gibson.
Hello.
Leading up to your fight in Fierce Challenger Series 2, May 21st in Utah. So tell me, why do you love MMA?
I love MMA because it's something that I can give an opportunity to express myself, as far as I'm able to let loose and be creative. Also with the discipline and the work ethic that goes behind it, it gives me structure and balance to be able to apply not only in the cage and through practice, but also in the world that we live in, just to be able to be a peaceful warrior amongst society and also be an example. So that's really the reason why I chose this career, and I love competition. So I feel like I'm at home, and that's why I actually chose to become an MMA fighter.
That's amazing. I know you're a really hard worker. I saw you appear in the gym in Syndicate, and you appeared out of nowhere, and you were doing so well, and the coach was praising you. And then I remember the one day Sean Strickland gathered everyone up and was like, "This guy Will gave me my best round today." I was like, "Who is this guy?" So Will has fought three amateur fights in 2001, and he had a record of 3-0 as an AMI, and then he went pro this year. And he's 1-0 as a pro. So what do you want to do to your opponent in your upcoming fight?
Well, I just pretty much want to be able to go in there and apply my game plan, which pretty much it is. I'm a striker, so at the end of the day, I would like to knock him out. But if he can make it all 3 rounds, then I'll put him in a blender. As far as I'll go ahead and just make anything that I envision happen when it comes to the ground, when it comes to striking, or when it comes to wrestling. I just want to go in there and be able to outlast my opponent and outperform my opponent in every skill set possible.
Absolutely. I've seen you train wrestling and you're no slouch, so I'm excited to see what you're going to do in your upcoming fight. So one last thing, tell us about what you like to do to relax. What are your hobbies and things you do in your free time?
A lot of my hobbies is I like to hike, I like to fish, I like the dirt bike. I mean, I'm pretty much of a adventurous type of dude, but I like my calm and my peace. So as much as I can, we'll go for walks, go for runs, and just to be able to, stretch, yoga. And I really don't have any downtime outside of my career because I take it very serious at this moment in time. So if I'm not training and working in the gym, I'm either reading, meditating, and doing things that keep my mind at peace, because in the fighting it's like a war. So I like outside of the ring, I like to be at peace. So I try to find anything that brings my mind at rest, at calmness, and just being myself and being amongst the society. I also like to dance a little bit myself. So whenever I have a little time for entertainment, that's what I'll end up liking to do.
Awesome. It's good to have that dichotomy of making sure you get enough rest in addition to all the violence and the training in your life, right? Definitely.
That's very important, because, and that's one thing I had to learn in my career, early on in my career, as far as the recovery. I beat the canvas and beat the pavement so much that sometimes that, I don't take enough rest. And that's what I'm learning as far as now in my career early on, is that recovery is very much important, just like it is putting in the work. So that's what I try to focus on now, is just making sure that my body's healthy enough to perform and do what I needed to do when it's time to make it happen. So that's what I pretty much try to focus on at this moment in time.
Man, I wish I had learned more about rest and recovery earlier on in my career.
Well, I'm around a lot of legends like yourself and a lot of people that's great athletes. So I was blessed enough to be able to get the key pointers. And I take notes, I'm a listener, I apply what I learn. So I just, try to make the best of what I have at the moment. And being around people like yourself and around people at this gym, it also helps me to be able to know where to go get the answers. Because a lot of people, they just don't have the knowledge they don't know where to go search for the information. And for me to be in this predicament, in this situation where I'm at now in my life, it's a blessing. So that's why I use everything and utilize everything around me in order to grow and be at the top level of my sport and my career, because I take it very seriously.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, one more thing. So you are hoping to get featured in Mr. Health and Fitness magazine. Tell us about that. And you said you were a trainer as well during the day.
Yeah, I also, health and fitness. I'm applying to, to be featured in their magazine. I'm for a cover and 2 pages on it. So, I chose to go with that route because as far as the notoriety as well, because fitness and health and fighting goes hand in hand. So you don't always just have to be a big muscle-bound guy to be fit. So it's just like the same stigma that women has to be zero waste in order to feel good about themselves or to prove what health and what it is. But really, sometimes it be to the extreme. So sometimes you gotta find a balance. So what I chose to do when it comes to health and fitness is just to show that athletes are healthy, fit too. Also, we can also have muscle bound. But it's pretty much a triform. So I chose to be able to do that in order to show others and people that's around me and to be inspired. Like, not just, you don't have to be eating a lot of protein, taking protein powders and just hitting weights. You can just be healthy and active and still perform at the highest level in your career or in your life. Just being healthy is the best way to be, mind, body, and spirit. And that's what I preach, that's what I teach, and that's what inspired me to even pursue this dream and this career.
Awesome. That's an amazing thing to focus on. Best of luck in your upcoming fight. Wish you the best.
I thank you very much, and I appreciate you, Roxanne.